Good morning, children. So, children, in the chapter periodic table, which we were doing, today we are going to do the last topic in this chapter. This topic is general trends in periodic table. Now, general trends in periodic table means we are going to see certain properties in the periodic table which show a uniform change as we move along a group or along a period. So first we are going to discuss certain properties group wise. So let's see various groups and we will be discussing some properties. Now, as you very well know, we have discussed this earlier also. Many things which I am going to discuss today, actually you must have seen them in the previous videos, but there are certain new things also. Now, in the groups, you very well know, if we see according to the number of valence electrons, valence shell electrons or valence electrons, that means in a group what happens? Number of valence electrons or valence shell electrons remains same. That means there is no change in a group when we go according to number of valence electrons. Let us take an example. Suppose we take the elements of first group: lithium, sodium and potassium. Atomic number 3, 11 and 19. Electronic configuration 2, 1, 2, 8, 1, 2, 8, 8, 1. Now if you see the number of valence electrons, it remains same. That means there is no change in the number of valence electron as we move down the group from lithium to sodium to potassium and then rubidium, cesium and francium. There will be no change. If we see the number of shells in which the electrons have been filled, what are we seeing? That every time we move down to next element, what happens? Number of shells increases. So as you move down in a group, what happens? Number of shells increases every time by 1. In lithium you have 2 shells, sodium you have 3 shells, potassium you have 4 shells. So this is about the valence electrons and number of shells. Now the other property which I am going to discuss in groups is the second property, that is valency. If you see the valency of various elements when you move group wise, what do you find? Let us take valency of the elements. Suppose let's take few groups and the elements. Let us take first group element, that is lithium and sodium. First group, second group and 13th group. We are going to take them together. So first group elements are lithium and sodium, 3 and 11, 2, 1, 2, 8, 1. Second group elements, let us take beryllium and magnesium. Atomic number 4, magnesium has atomic number 12, 2, 2, 2, 8, 2. Aluminium is in 13th group and 13th group elements have 3 electrons in the outermost shell. So first element is boron, atomic number 5, that is 2, 3 electronic configuration, and aluminium having atomic number 13, 2, 8, 3 electronic configuration. Now if we talk about the valency, valency is actually the number of electrons lost, valency is electrons lost, gained or shared by elements during the formation of compound, or you can say electrons lost, gained or shared in order to complete their octet or to get satisfied or to get stable. So if you see these elements of group 1, 2 and 13, what do you find? They have 1 electron, 2 electrons and 3 electrons in their outermost shell. What happens to become stable? What do? They lose these electrons. Means if the elements have 1, 2 or 3 electrons in outermost shell, what they do? They lose the electrons, and whatever the number of electrons is lost, that only is the valency. So valency of first group elements is 1. If we write valency over here, valency of first group elements will be 1, second group elements will be 2 and third group elements will be 3. These elements which are losing 1, 2, 3 electrons, after losing 1, 2 and 3 electrons, they will have 1 positive, 2 positive and 3 positive charges, and their valency is also 1, 2 and 3. All these elements are actually metals. Now let us see some other group elements. We have discussed till 13th group. I am going to take 14th group element. 14 group elements, examples of 14 group elements are carbon and silicon. Atomic number 6 and 14. 2, 4, 2, 8, 4. They have 4 electrons in the outermost shell. They will be sharing the electrons to become stable. Sharing 4 electrons to become stable. So their valency will be 4. After this, if we see the elements of 15 group, 16 group and 17 group. Let us take in 15 group nitrogen and phosphorus, 16th group oxygen and sulfur, 17th group fluorine and chlorine. So you have nitrogen atomic number 7, phosphorus as 15, oxygen atomic number 8, sulfur 16, fluorine 9 and chlorine 17. So these are the elements of 15, 16th and 17th group. Their electronic configurations, if we write, they are 2, 5, 2, 8, 5, 2, 6, 2, 8, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 7. Now if you see these elements of 15 group, 16 group and 17 group, what do you find? In these elements, in 15 group elements, there are only 3 electrons less than completing the octet. So what will happen? These will gain 3 electrons. 16 group elements will gain 2 electrons and their octet will be complete. 17 group elements will gain 3 electrons and their octet will be complete. Sorry, 1 electron and their octet will be completed. 17 group elements will gain 1 electron and their octet will be completed. So these elements are going to gain 3, 2 and 1 electrons respectively. Again you can say that valency is what? Electrons gained. So 15th group element will have what valency? 3. 16th group have valency 2 and 17th group will have valency 1. So this is how you can find out the valency of elements by the number of electrons lost, gained or shared. 0 group elements which have a stable electronic configuration, they are not going to lose, gain or share and do anything like that. So they will be having a valency 0. These elements which are gaining the electrons, 1, 2 or 3 electrons, they are actually non-metals. Non-metals gain 1, 2 or 3 electrons. If we talk about 14th group element, which we have discussed earlier, in 14th group we have carbon as the non-metal, then there are silicon, germanium which are metalloids, and further there are metals. So this is all about the valency which we see in the various groups. Now the next property